on the day before Saturday, Billy.
Yeah.
Welcome in. Day before Saturday. Friday. Faithful Friday.
That's right.
Is your coffee good?
It's good. I got to turn my lid around now.
Yeah, buddy. You ever get that on your mug whenever the lid ain't on right? You got the handle on the wrong side?
Yeah, well,
yeah, buddy.
You know, because I'm disabled.
Yeah, buddy. Well, you're not you're
enabled.
Enabled. Welcome in, everybody. Here we are. Welcome in on a Faithful Friday. Thank you to Elliot Herzig, Elliot's Jewelers. He's online, elliotsjewelers.com. And, of course, our good friend Billy Cauthen, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, joining us on a Faithful Friday. Welcome in, brother.
We
got started on time.
Elliot's commercials the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was an AI video type commercial
Have
thing.
you seen those?
Yeah. It started out good. I'm like, no, that's AI.
Yeah, it's was it the one with the couple?
Yeah.
And he was like holding the jewelry for him?
Yeah, but like the boxes turned the wrong way for them looking.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Hey.
But hey, no, I got it. I got the point.
Hey, you know what the good news is? It's getting out there. It's working.
Exactly. That's half the battle right there.
It's working. How's the headset this morning, brother?
It's on.
Is it turned up some?
It's turned up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, we were on time. We did. We started right on time. Just didn't come on for a while, but we started. I got the stream started. I had to go get a fill up on the coffee. And we got started. We got the headset turned up. Buddy, we're ready to go.
Yeah, some of it was my fault. I had to take a phone call from James before we got started. Yeah.
Nah, it's all right, buddy.
Transmission problems, apparently.
Hey, I had to go fill up my coffee, brother. But we did. No, we started the stream. That's what I'm saying. We started. At 7:29.
We were here.
So what's up, brother? What's been going on this week, man? Brother.
Work.
All right. Well, that's all we got going on this week.
So we're strong enough to make it on our own.
No, it's been a whirlwind of a week. You know, my Bridget's gone with the kids. I told you a while ago. I said, well, Bridget's gone. I said, don't worry, not permanently.
Not permanent.
She's with the children. They're spending some time down in the Woodlands this weekend. Her birthday's coming up next week, so her parents are in town watching the other grandkids. That's what's nice. I mean, that's why we moved back, to be close to family. And you know, you say you do these things because of family, and then you realize real quick you're busier than what are some of those good phrases?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the phrases are.
Normally revolves around a three-legged something.
Yeah, some three-legged something running around that ain't supposed to be running around.
Yeah, or doing things that probably shouldn't be doing.
That's it.
Yeah.
So we've just been busy, and it's good though. You know, I was talking to somebody this week about everything going on, and you know, we came back to be around family, but you get so busy sometimes you don't even get to be around your family, or your extended family, I guess.
Very true. Very true.
So I'm going to catch up with her on Saturday, but it gives me a couple of days to kind of recharge. And I was stressing the college stuff. I know Jason's been working real hard for you guys, you know, not only at the funeral home, obviously, but with his college stuff.
Yeah, he's got some pretty tough stuff.
It's and he said that they're proctoring tests, and he's got to be there with them and cameras. I don't have to do all that stuff, man. But it's been good this week, Billy. I was just telling you, I hopefully we've got a little bit of time. I'd love to show you at the end of the show today where construction is in full mode right now on the new studio. Man, that has been a 2-year journey, and I wanted to encourage folks this morning. You know, maybe you're waking up today and there's been something that you've been trying to get done for a long time, and just, you know, pray about it. And when the right time happens, obviously you got to get up, get off the couch, and do something. But we've been doing a lot. It's just the pieces haven't fell into place. You know, I think we've all been in that season in life to where we're hoping that certain things may come to pass, and it just hasn't fallen into place. And I want to encourage folks to stay in faith. We could have gave up on this a year ago easily with all the adversity and the financial things that were coming our way. But you know what, man? We prayed about it and prevailed, and praise God. It's. I told someone yesterday, I said, I love to hear saws and hammers, and activity means there's activity, right?
Absolutely.
So that's a good thing, and we're going to be up here. Billy won't be up here. It's going to be midnight on January the 1st. You know what we ought to do, man? Maybe I can task you with something, because you're a good kind of handyman, mechanical type guy. Can I task you with like finding a big, huge red switch? Then we could wire that thing in, and we'll put it out in the front here. That would be fun though, to see if we can get that thing going. But yeah, that's it. I know last week we were on the road. It's good to be back in the studio. No guests today, so we're just hanging out, Billy and I, to keep you entertained this morning. Hey, I wanted to mention something real quick. I know we talked about James having pickup truck trouble, or one, I wanted to ask, how's he doing? And then I got another comment I wanted to make. But how's James doing, man?
He's doing good. They actually they're having a career fair today, so he's got some different fire departments that he's highlighted that he wants to go talk to. I mean, he couldn't pick a better day to have automobile trouble. You know?
Oh, man. Where is that in College Station where they got to do this?
Yeah. You know, normally he's got to be at school at 6 in the morning, but today was a late start because of the career fair. They're doing it at 8. And we tried to get him to leave, earlier. And, oh, no, I'm fine. I got it timed out.
Oh.
Well, look at there. You're having trouble. How's that timing?
That's what always happens, You think. If you
know
what it is.
And I bought an extended warranty on that truck, but I bought it so long ago. And I know it covers it up to like 200,000 miles or something, but I think there might have been a time limit on it too, and that time limit might have. So it's going to be the most expensive repair possible. It's never a $30 sensor. It's always a $3,000 something.
Yeah. It's man. My truck was given some catalytic converter error. Praise God for Kyle Kreiner, man. It's good to have a buddy that's got those tools that you need. And because I was going to go get the scanner, and he's like, I got one in my truck. And he popped it in and cleared the code. Because I had talked to somebody, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's going to be a couple $1,000s to fix that one. And so he popped in his computer and did some troubleshooting real quick, I guess his little computer thing. And he's like, well, I'll reset the code. If it don't come back on in 150 miles, you're good. It was just something in the sensor. Guess what, buddy? I'm about 4,000 miles down the road. Didn't come back on.
Good.
Thank God for that, because I was like, man, I cannot. Man, here's a perfect example, Billy. You were just talking about your son having everything like planned out. I'm at that point in life to where I try to have everything planned out, but if there's that one little screw that gets thrown in that plan, or that wrench, I guess you could say, then it just hoses everything completely. Are you picking up what I'm putting down on that?
Oh, I got it.
And so a perfect example of that.
He is making forward progress here according to the maps.
Oh, is that the Life 360?
Oh yeah, you got to have that when you got kids.
It shows his speed, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Look, here we go. Hey, 37 miles an hour down Harvey Mitchell, not bad. Is there a little button you can hit there that like sends off a red light in his truck where it's like, woo, slow down?
No, you can. I mean, it doesn't go off in his truck, but it goes off on his phone. But.
Hey, that's an invention that parents need to have is like a siren button.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you're seeing them, and if they are, then you just hit that button and it starts flashing in their vehicle. Yeah. We could make some money with that. We use that Life 360 app, and Bridget and I. And then out of all the people that, it's kind of like for family, isn't it?
Yeah.
One time my buddy Nathan invited me to Life, and I didn't know what I was doing. And so now it's like our family, but then it's Nathan's family.
Oh, yeah.
So I can monitor where old Nathan is and his wife. And every Friday, buddy, about 11 o'clock, I'll start seeing this little car, with its little wheels spinning on the map. Mm-hmm. And it's Nathan on his way to Huntsville to help me broadcast.
There you go.
So a couple of weeks ago, I didn't see it moving at 11 a.m. And
he's got to get from there to there.
What time does he got to be there by?
8 o'clock. So he's got a little over 15 minutes.
He'll make it. He'll be all right. So,
I'm just freaked out about the truck, y'all. I mean, luckily it's a Friday. I mean, if we can just get him home over the weekend, we can find something else for him to drive, nice 10-speed bicycle.
What was it doing?
Something.
What was the truck doing?
He said it was shaking real bad when he would go to stop, and it didn't want to get up to speed when he would take off. And
sound like bad gas.
Well, I don't know, but, that's – it's not a new truck, but it's a very good truck that I've had for a long time, and it doesn't have very many miles on it. But,
mm-hmm.
And I changed everything you could imagine before he went to school with it. So,
you ever listen to Roy D. Mercer?
Yeah.
There's that one, Bad Apples, and he goes, No, yes. Well, heck yes, I got gas. It's Bad Apples is what it was, but I was thinking of instead of Bad Apples, it's Bad Gas is what it is. Oh. Well, I wanted to highlight James. I always like to – that should be a new segment is the James update.
Yeah. What is he up to?
What's that boy up to? The second update is I wanted to say congratulations to your daughter, Lily, who had spoke at an FFA meet. I saw it online.
Yeah, she had to speak at the Walker County Fair Association work day. And she just went out there and nailed it down, just did it. So
Did you have to go? Do you go to those or those parent invited type deals?
They are. I wasn't able to make that one.
Well, I saw something on the social media. You know, I like Facebook because I finally weeded out, I think, everything that I needed to weed out. One that was bombarding me, man, I know we got some serious things coming up, you know, that people are voting on right now. But I don't want to hear 5,000 times of why you're voting yes or why you're voting no.
Yeah, I've had to go in and block
a
lot of that and block. I love Conroe because I don't. Like, how did that stuff even start getting there? You know, algorithms.
I had some weird one this morning that was a country radio station, 101.7. So I thought it was KSAM, but it wasn't. It was from North Carolina.
Oh.
So and I was Googling them, their lights on. So it was kind of neat to see that.
Oh, you could see their tower.
Their broadcast light, yeah, was going. But anyways, hey, we want to hear from you. A lot going on here in our community this weekend. A lot of fall festivals coming up, and I wanted to lead into this discussion, Billy. We're going to do a really neat coloring book contest. I guess this is the first announcement we're making on this. We've partnered up with our friends at Ace Hardware, and we're going to be releasing some really cool coloring book contests for 2 children. It could be a boy or a girl. And this will be under the Spirit Radio, but we're going to do a coloring book contest for 2 certain age groups, and we're still finalizing all that. But the those good folks at Walker County, you know, at the hardware over here, right across the street, they said we want to be a part of that. We will donate the bikes, and so we're going to give away 2 bikes. But here's my question: it's going to be a Christmas coloring contest, and I was reading through some prep stuff this morning. You know, they have these phone topics. What was this? What was some of it's stuff I wouldn't talk about. It just You know, anyone listening ever received a telegram? No. You know,
No.
why would I ask somebody that? But
how up to date is this?
yeah, this thing is from 1930. You know, no. So the here's the question I have for you, Billy. When is it too early to start Christmas stuff? And when do most folks do it? Because we're not even to Halloween yet, and I'm starting to see Christmas stuff everywhere.
Yeah, your stores are already there because there's no financial gain in the 2 holidays. Or, you know, one's not really a holiday, but the 2 events coming up. And as far as I'm concerned, at my house, which I'm not in charge of anything there, but at my house, let's let the turkey have his day, and then you could go wild. But let the turkey have his day, and then you can do whatever you want to do.
Are y'all like put up the tree right after Thanksgiving, or is it a real tree? Is it
When
artificial?
Troop 98 was selling Christmas trees, we had real Christmas trees. But and for those of y'all that don't know, you can do some research in that. And real Christmas trees, that, you know, it used to be a thing that organizations could buy them and sell them and make money. But now it's corporate greed with the Christmas trees, and a lot of your small farms have either generationally they couldn't continue or they've been bought out, and it's all big corporations now. It's your Home Depots and Lowe's and you know, Kroger stores. That's who's got your trees, and your little guys, your youth groups at the church, and your Boy Scout troops, and your 4-H's, and that they're not able to buy trees and sell them at a lot. That was a big fundraiser for us, and it was a good fundraiser because the boys, they worked their tails off.
Good service too, right?
Yeah, we did the one fundraiser a year. We didn't bombard you with stuff to buy at your door. You came to us, you got a Christmas tree, we tied it to your car, we cut the bottom of it, we made it nice, and that was it one time a year. But it got to where we couldn't get trees. Or if we could find trees, they wanted us to buy 800 trees when we needed 300 trees, and it was just a mess. Or we were trying to get them out of Canada, and it was going to cost more to ship them than we could ever sell them for. And it's like, you could only run into a brick wall so many times before maybe you figure out that's not the path. And that's what we keep running into is people. There was a guy that we bought from forever, and he was a good guy, and we would get between 300 and 400 trees, and it wasn't a problem. And there was another scout troop in Victoria, and we would actually split the truck. Yeah, coffee drinking's a talent, man.
Yeah,
You gotta
it
figure
is.
out.
I knew that was going to
But
happen.
we would split the truck with them. They would load their trees first, put ours on the back, so they would stop at us first. We would unload ours, make sure their stuff still looked good, and send them on. And we did that for years, and everything was groovy. And then that poor guy apparently got behind on his payments, and the bank foreclosed on his tree farm.
Where was he out of?
North Carolina, I think.
Golly. That was my favorite thing to do in
So
Georgetown.
the next year, we found somebody. We found a Brown's Tree Farm or whatever. I'm sure they're going to sue me now. Those were the crappiest, bent up.
Well, think of the name. That's
God
not a good
almighty,
name for a tree farm.
Those are the most horrible trees ever. And they talked us into getting some Colorado blue spruce or something, which apparently is Spanish for sticker tree. Because you couldn't go near this thing without itching and scratching and poking, and yeah, it was not good.
That was my favorite thing, Billy, every year was to buy Christmas trees from. That's like a scouting thing. That's a tradition of scouts all over the place, and that was our thing every year. Is we would buy them from the Boy Scout troop in Georgetown, and loved it. And I'll never forget the guy who sold them to us because he had the same name as the dude you used to hear on the TV and the radio, Glenn Beck. You know, that the media personality guy. And so we would always buy our trees from Glenn Beck. And I remember the first time I got a call and it said Glenn Beck. I said, all right, man, I've made it into the national radio business. And this Glenn Beck's Troop 195 Georgetown. I was like, oh, hey, how you doing?
God, he's freaking me out, man.
He's slowing down even more.
Well, he was stopped there for a second. Surely that's a traffic light.
Yeah, he's back up.
He's moving now.
Okay, he's back at it. 36, 30. That's speed limit over there, ain't it? 40?
I don't know. He was doing 60 on that sucker earlier.
Good night. He's up to 50 now. It's the James tracker. We need to have a little tone on there that goes bling, 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 you know, as he's driving.
Let's do something. Okay, he's getting super close now because that's that. Is it?
I don't know what that is.
Let's see.
And this is in Billy. For folks that are wondering what's going on, Billy's looking at a map here of James as he's driving. Is that the College Station big airport there?
Yeah, that's Easterwood, and their fire field is just right there beside it.
We used to fly out of that for Sam Houston sometime. First game I ever did, we flew out of that. We had to drive around the back.
I can assure you, there's one other person that's actively tracking the young man right now. And that's his mother.
JC.
Yeah, and she's probably more on the edge of her seat than I am.
Wondering what's going on, yeah. Well, I wanted to wrap up with this segment about the trees because I used to get them from the Boy Scouts in Georgetown. But they started doing more and more. Now it kind of makes sense probably because the margins were getting thinner and thinner. It used to just be the trees. Then they started trying to sell all this extra stuff. And they started to get a little pushy about it, though. They started selling wreaths. And they would say, well, you know, you can't have a good tree without a good wreath, Mr. Hip. And I supported them. You know, I'd end up buying it. But you could tell that there was something going on. And the quality of the trees had diminished more and more and more every year. And it got to a point to where I think the same thing happened there, that they're not selling them like they used to anymore.
The history on Troop 98 and the trees, apparently, we used to sell in front of Walmart. I'm talking like the old Walmart where Hobby Lobby is. We would sell there.
I knew there had to be a Walmart.
There was a Walmart involved. There was a guy in the troop that was one of the dads, and he was like a big-time stockholder or whatever in Walmart. So, and there was a tree farm that would send us trees, and we only had to pay them for what we sold. And, you know, that was the greatest thing ever. And then it got into where we actually had to place an order. And then Walmart, you know, whenever they opened up the new place, they decided they were going to be in the Christmas tree business, and that kicked us out. And then we went to the fine people of Brookshire Brothers let us set up in their parking lot for years, and that worked out great. So,
Well, I'm doing some quick research on the fly here.
do it.
All right. The trees now, according to New Hampshire Bulletin, by the way.
Ooh.
New Hampshire. They know their stuff. I
mean, if there's somebody who knows.
The average price for a real tree is $80 to over $100, which is not too bad. But I remember You know, the last tree that we ever bought from the Scouts, we ended up paying almost $200 for that doggone tree. That's how. And it was a tree that a few years before that cost us maybe $100.
Yeah. And because all these little farms, your family tree farms are closing, so your big ones know that they can get the money for them. It's supply and demand.
There is here's the facts on this, by the way. 2024, it is a $1.27 billion market here in the United States. Seems like it'd be more than that. But by 2033, Billy, coming up here, what is that, 8 years? 9 years? My math is bad. What is it, 2020? 8 years. It's going to be just under $2 billion. So I'm wondering right now, start investing in Christmas tree companies. Maybe there's going to be a comeback. We went to there's a Christmas tree farm in Spring. They have a fall festival on the grounds of that. And you're right about these small farms getting pushed out because you're driving through the middle of suburbia and all of a sudden this big farm opens up out of nowhere. And what's to the left of it? Huge apartment building right there. Mm-hmm. And what's to the right of it? Big commercial strip. But right in the middle and carved out is this farm that you can tell this family is trying to hold on to and keep in their family. And we went to a fall festival there this Saturday, and, man, it was flipping hot outside on Saturday. And I thought Braylon didn't like the heat. Well, it turned out the poor little thing had 102 fever when we got home. But
she didn't like the heat.
Yeah, she didn't like the heat.
Internally.
But it was just that one area carved out, and they were growing. They had Christmas trees all over. That's what they do.
Well, that growing trees, if somebody wants to get into that, the sad part is it's 8 or 10 years before. Because and this is just the science behind it. Those trees grow about a foot a year. Mm-hmm. Well, most people want an 8 to 10 foot tree. So there's your math. And then you have to have, you have to be planting every year thereafter that first year. That way you get that steady progression. When you're ready to harvest, you're getting 8 to 10 foot trees.
So what you're saying is if you're thinking about maybe someone's listening, they're, oh, man, I'm going to get in the Christmas tree. Well,
before you start seeing something out of it.
And ask mom and dad if you can stay in the garage for about a decade while that thing is growing.
But, hey, I mean, if you do it right.
Yeah, you can, and then what happened? They all go down. Well, no, then you keep replanting them, so you've got a constant supply of them. You know what I'm saying? After you cut them down and sell them, I guess you have a constant. You know what? That's right. Because at that farm, they took us on a hayride. It's a marketing pitch. I told Bridget, I said, this ain't no hayride. It's a marketing pitch. The entire time we were on that hayride around that farm, they had speakers on all the trailers. And the entire time, what were those speakers talking about? Throughout the year, we harvest Christmas trees for the holiday season. And they told the whole history of the Christmas trees. There was nothing mentioned about the fall festival on that hayride. It was all about how they produce the Christmas trees. Pretty smart marketing. Because I told Bridget, I said, within 5 seconds, I said, this hayride is so that it will put into your mind to come back here at Christmas and buy their trees.
Yeah.
Which I ain't faulting them. Good marketing.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get it where you can get it.
Here, I'm talking about it now. See, it worked. I'm going to get some Brut and head over there and slap on some Brut.
I was at Walmart the other morning buying aftershave, and I almost bought some Brut.
Uh-oh, what happened, Kyle?
I'm selling Christmas bamboo.
Christmas bamboo.
Christmas bamboo. Oh, there you go. So I thought he's pointing at me. I thought maybe my shorts were too short this morning or something. Well, hey, we're going to take a break. Let us know that you're out there. A lot of folks chiming in today, and we appreciate all of you. Many of you are commenting in. And make sure you let us know what you're thankful for. Russell Humphrey joining us this morning. Good morning to you, Russell. Autumn Wheaton. Tanya Shore joining us. Welcome in, Tanya. Great to have you on this morning. Jamie Saucier, Quentin Glaze, and many other folks. We'll take a break. As always, we're here just hanging out, having fun on a Faithful Friday, as always, brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. I want to encourage folks, come by and get 20 prize entries to our monthly contest. Super easy. We've confirmed at work because someone we know scanned in the code, and they got their XP, if you will. And so Kyle said he's going to come by and do the pre-planning. So come by, do the pre-planning, and after you do, Billy, Jason, whoever's there, I'm sure they've all got access to that code or whatever. Come do the pre-planning, and you'll automatically get 20 entries into our monthly contest. And I've taken so much feedback from folks, Billy, that I've updated that app 3 or 4 times now. And Kyle had a really good idea that if you go to businesses and spend money to scan in the receipt And then that dollar amount can also be converted into points. And so, and to earn extra entries. So we're working on that. We're working on an Android Auto thing and an Apple Auto. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes. But I'm telling you today, go by, schedule your pre-planning, and do it online. Download our app. It'll tell you exactly what to do. And then go by, see Billy, and earn your 20 entries into a prize. Maybe we'll get somebody to give away one of those AI-generated kids' cars that you got. You know what? You mentioned that, and now I'm getting.
You're saying it, yeah.
You mentioned it. I wasn't even searching for it, and now I'm getting
because they're listening.
They're listening.
They're listening.
So we'll talk about more when we come back. Stay with us. We are here on a Faithful Friday. Again, brought to you by our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We'll be back in a moment.
Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust. Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
This is Guardian Defense, a trusted family-owned and owned store and range in the heart of East. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Billy Cauthen of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
Braylon, say, this is Spirit Radio.
This is Spirit Radio.
Spirit Radio.
Billy, I was trying to get you excited about that transition there. I'm just waiting on the official. Yes, sir.
I am excited.
Had a tone come in a while ago.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. Kyle Kreiner hanging out with us. Hey, by the way, we had a question during the break about pre-planning.
Yay.
So come in and get that pre-planning done. Get it taken care of. And
Come on down and get the rest of it.
Get on down there and get the rest of that. By the way, you can go online, on our app, not online, go on the app. And what's really neat, I think I showed this to you, Billy, but if you go on there and then if folks want to know how to do some of this stuff, just download the app, go to rewards, and what's really neat is you can go and see what the rewards are. But if you go to where it says rewards and then go under good coins, it will show you what to do. And it even links right to Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Bam, right there.
So you can do the pre-planning online.
Yeah.
Get it knocked out. It doesn't take more than 5 or 10 minutes and do that. I know Autumn had messaged in earlier, and Autumn, I would highly recommend getting that done to take care of you and your familia. Hey, I do want to welcome in a few other guests too. Bill Doggett joined us, County Commissioner Precinct 3. He was there last week as well, and appreciate all the hard work that he does. Man, that's something I wanted to briefly mention, Billy. There are a lot of people, that are behind the scenes that do a lot of hard work, and here in our county, our city, but even with y'all, at the funeral home, I don't think people realize all of the work that goes into a service. They'll see folks like you or see Jason, but y'all have like a whole support staff that's, I wouldn't say on call, but people you can pick up the phone and say, can you come help work that service this weekend? I've seen that with, with my neighbor and other people that are involved. And now that I've gotten to know you and I've known Jason for a long time too, and I've been over there quite a bit, and I've seen behind the scenes, not literally behind the scenes, but I mean, I've been behind the scenes and seen. It's not an easy job, man. Y'all, this isn't something where somebody calls you and says, hey, so-and-so's passed away. Can y'all help my family? I mean, it's sometimes it goes smoother than others is what I'm getting at. Sometimes it goes really smooth.
That's a nice way to put it.
But I mention this because for me on the outside, I feel like it goes smoother when you do that pre-planning, whenever you do the things that you need to do.
1,000 times smoother.
I've had the privilege. Y'all have called me on a couple of folks to come over there and help and do a service, and I've thoroughly enjoyed that because I've gotten to know those families. And I told Jason, I said, hey, I said, is there any like privacy violation if you can put me back in touch with these families? He said, no, not at all. And I've reached out and talked to some of those families since then and just followed up with them. And that's the compassion. Y'all instilled that in me, because a lot of times maybe if you get somebody to come in and do a service, you just do the service and that's it, right? But I've seen how y'all operate from the top down. And really, I know Greg, is the owner, but I mean, when I say the top, I think of you, Billy, because you're there all the time. And I know that there's a whole team that helps out with this. But I've seen how compassionate y'all are with those families, that if y'all privilege me the opportunity to come in and help a family, I'm going to carry that same attitude on behalf of y'all. And that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, we continue loving them even after the service. So.
Yes, sir. So, well, hey, we do want to welcome you back in. We continue on. Kyle Kreiner's hanging out with us here in the studio this morning, and I guess he's back from West Texas. You were in West Texas for a while, Kyle. He was out there for a while. Sent me a picture, Billy. I wanted to ask you about this. Technology. We always talk tech. You love huge tech guy.
I had to break it to a lady the other day. She's like, hey, for this deal, can you bring a projector and a computer? And I'm like, well, I don't have a projector. And to be honest with you, ma'am, I don't actually own a computer. The funeral home allows me to use theirs, but I don't personally have one. No, we got it figured out. She's going to let me borrow her stuff.
Wait, see,
and then now I got to find somebody to operate it.
See, this is the difference between like you and I and other people, okay?
You and I and others.
Well, you and I and others. Because when I hear the word projector, I don't think of a projector like most people would.
I think like a movie projector or an overhead projector.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking of, Billy, because as we're cleaning out that old studio in there in Remont, look what I found. See, that is a projector, right?
I hated those things with a passion.
Look at that bad boy. It still works. And we were going to throw this away. It's an overhead projector. When we were in high school, we used to manipulate that little lens just right to where you could put a piece of paper and catch it on fire, because the light would they had to recall a certain model because of it would get so hot it would catch stuff on fire. But I was going to throw this thing away, and I found out. I said, my goodness, this thing works, and it works really well. I got on eBay. You know what that little sucker's selling for? And here's the deal. You can go on eBay and look up stuff, but if it's not sold, then who cares? You can put whatever price. So you have to look at the sold listings. There's an option.
Was it $200 or $300?
No, man, this thing was $100.
Wow.
And then the shipping was like people were buying these for $100 to $120, and they were willing to pay another $50 to $80 in shipping.
Wow.
So I said, man, that's a little radio studio money right there.
I hated in school because they would put a piece of clear film over that, and then you would take like a dry erase marker or whatever, and you would do math problems on the screen in front of the whole entire class. What a better way to call someone a dumbass.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because you could be the smartest kid in the class, and you get up there and start etch-a-sketching on that thing in front of everybody. 2 plus 2 is out the window. You can't remember nothing.
No. Well, I had a teacher. It's funny you mentioned that, because I had a teacher that did that to me in geometry, and I failed her class. Mm-hmm. Another teacher that I was in, I have the most respect for teachers because I always talk about how much teachers have made an impact on my life. I had one teacher that literally told me, she said, and she called me Robbie. In front of the class, she goes, Robbie, I've had some pretty dumb kids over the years. And she goes, you're one of the dumbest. She told me this. But can I say something real quick? She told me. She said, I literally, I wish I could have recorded. If there would have been cell phones back then, this was in high school, it would have been viral. She would have been fired. But I want to say something. This teacher was the one that helped me pass geometry after the first year. That was the only class I ever failed. I had to take it again the next year. And I thought that first teacher was bad. I thought this woman, I was like, man, how do you, that would put you down, right?
Yeah.
But for some reason, it motivated the fire out of me. And she ended up being one of my favorite teachers in high school. And see, this is what I'm getting at, Billy. We're so quick to judge. We think, what a horrible teacher. But I'm going to tell you what, her saying that put a spark in me to figure it out, man.
I don't know, because me and biology don't get along, and I just realized that because when I was in high school, I had a biology teacher, and I failed, and then
You had to retake it?
Summer break, and then I came back, and she met me there in the hallway, and I was originally supposed to have the biology teacher next door that everyone just loved. This guy, everyone loved this particular teacher. I mean, just.
Were you happy when you saw him? Like,
well, and I started out the first year I was in days, but there was like 60 of us in his class and 10 in her class. So you can imagine what they did. They shifted a bunch of us over to hers, and I failed at the first go round. Summer break, came back, and she met me in the hallway, and she's like, Billy, da-da-da-da. And, of course, I'd been working all summer, and I'd kind of adopted the attitude that, work hard, you get what and I'm like, no, ma'am, it was my fault. I should have paid more attention and worked harder and did this. And then, of course, I get in her class and realize, no, I can't understand a damn thing this lady's saying. So I had to retake biology. And, of course, when I got into college, guess what class I had to take twice?
Oh, no.
Biology. Yeah, I'm just not a biologist.
There's some things that, like, that phrase, oh, that's Greek to me. Mm-hmm. Now I understand why people say that, because I'm taking a Greek class right now. And that's where I was going at earlier. I always lose my train of thought. I was talking about, we get busy and things happen. And financially, I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this anymore. Because I have aid every year, student aid, which is nice. A Pell Grant is what I get. And I'm going to tell you, man, if you want to wait till you're 40 to go to college, it's not a bad deal, because it just makes mine, it makes it a little harder. But, I mean, the Pell Grant I'm getting is like $9,000 a year. That's not bad. Mm-mm. And I didn't have to take like the SATs or the ACT. You're considered a non-traditional student. So just wait. Just go ahead and wait. Go ahead and put it off for 20 years. And make sure you have children early. Let them grow up. Then go to college.
Yeah.
But things did get – I was talking earlier – about, you have this whole thing lined up and then a wrench gets thrown in. Just like James, you're talking about he's got it timed out right. Well, he had no idea that truck was going to cause problems this morning. Did he make it on time?
He did. It said he made it there.
He made it. That's good.
That's half the battle.
But the wrench that got thrown at us, I said I didn't expect to have to pay the amount of money that we had the debt that we had to run up for our poor golden retriever, who we did have to put down, last month. And I don't regret that decision. I mean, but it was – my goodness, man, I thought I was at a car dealership when I was at that pet hospital there in Spring. They were great. I'm going to give them credit. They were good people. And someone warned me. They said they're going to be expensive, but they do a really good job. And they did. They did an excellent job. But unfortunately, that mast cell mess that he had came back even worse, and there's nothing they could do about that. I don't regret doing what I did. But, man, that was like a used car price that I had to take out a loan on care credit. Why do they call it care credit? Because all they care about you paying them back.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, exactly. And so that was the wrench that got thrown into our finance, because everything was like super. And I know somebody out there, well, you need to budget better. I'm going to tell you what, sometimes you just live paycheck to paycheck. That's the reality. And that's where we're at. But I can't have any little side thing impact that right now. And someone was telling me, well, you got to save up you got to put together a 6-month emergency fund. I said, I had the 6 months emergency fund. That thing's wiped out.
6 months ago.
Yeah, it got wiped out 6 months ago, yeah. And so that's the wrench that we're dealing with. And so I was talking to ORU. They called me and they said, Mr. Hipp, you haven't completed your registration for this last term of the year or whatever. And Fall B is what they call it. And I said, well, I'll be honest with you. I just don't have the money to pay for it right now. I said, we are super tight. And I said, I just really got to focus on taking care of my family versus paying something for this college or whatever. And that lady was so nice, though, Billy. And she goes, well, let me make a few phone calls and see what we can do. And I said, should I just drop out? She's like, no, you've been doing it for over a year. Don't quit. I said, well, I don't want to quit, but financially I can't do this. That lady was so nice. She got on the phone, started calling around, and she called me back and said there was a $900 scholarship she could offer me to help me through the rest of this year. And I'm going to tell you, that was such a blessing, because I didn't have the money to pay. And she goes, well, if you just pay, she said, can you pay $200 to get caught up on this one thing? And if you can do that, then we can apply the $900 scholarship, and that'll take care of it for the rest of the. I said, that would be awesome.
Be like, hang on.
I said, get right now. Let me get the other credit card. But that's what I want to tell folks. If you kind of feel like you're in this rut, I think a lot of people, if you would just take a moment and pause and explain to somebody, like, hey, I'm going, and if you're genuine about it, I think people really do want to help you. I'm sure if somebody came into you guys and said, man, I'm in a rut right now. Obviously, when someone passes away, that's a tough thing. Yeah. You're already in a rut. But y'all work with people.
You just got to let me know and we can figure it out.
Just let people know, and they'll figure it out. And that's my challenge this morning. Maybe you're going through something tough, right? Maybe you're in a bad financial spot. We've all been there. Just talk to people. When I had my IT company, my accountant, we paid an accountant like a monthly retainer or whatever, and there was a time that we got behind a couple of grand on that. And I told him, I said, it's going to be tough, right? And it was back in that 2008 mess. Remember all the housing market crash and all that?
Very well, yes, I do.
We barely kept our doors open through that. And I called my accountant. I said, I'm not going to be able to pay you for a few months. And I said, is there anything we can work out? And you know what he told me, Billy? And I said, it's going to be the tune of about $2,000. I said, I'm not going to be able to pay you for that. I'll work out. How about you just pay me half and we'll call it even? So instead of the $2,000, I end up only owing him $1,000. But it was just because I made that effort to ask him, hey, can you help me? And maybe that's the boat you're in this morning. And don't wait until it's too late, is what I'm getting at. Sometimes I think we wait until it's too late. And then what happens? You go back and you're like, oh, and then the whole world blows up. Mm-hmm. Where if you could have just made that comment to begin with, sit down with somebody and explain to them that you're going through a rough time. And that's another thing, is don't air out your business to every single person. There's certain people within your circle it's okay to, but I've learned that over the years too, especially social media, man. And if you're battling depression, social media, for some people that battle depression, it's like this lifeline where you can just air it all out and you think you feel better for a moment. But I'm going to tell you don't, because then all of a sudden it creates more problems.
Yeah, because people can comment back then, and it's just great times.
So stay off of that, and definitely stay off the AI. Don't ask the AI to help solve your problems, because Billy's a huge fan of the AI.
AI can kiss my
kiss your AI.
Posteriors.
Can kiss your AI, buddy.
Yeah, where I normally put my wallet.
Oh, well, hey, I wanted to switch gears and talk about
which I'm going to have to move that when I have this shoulder surgery.
What's your wallet?
Yeah. Because I keep it in my left back pocket here.
See, I can't.
Hey, maybe that'll save me from spending so much money because I won't be able to get to it. No, that's all right. Amazon's got my card saved.
What is if you don't want me asking, what is that's on November the 5th?
Yeah.
What did they say the recovery's going to be on that?
They said I'll be in that little funky pillow sling thing for 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, man.
And then I got to start doing the physical therapy or whatever.
See, I'm not hating, but they got it all worked out because they know. Like my mom, here's a perfect example. She went to the doctor. She's almost 80 now, and she ain't been feeling good. My dad smoked, but my mom never allowed my dad to smoke in the house. But they say sometimes secondhand smoke is just as bad. Yeah. And so she thought that she was getting COPD from secondhand smoke from my dad. I said, Mom, I don't think you have that. But she's always coughing, and she's always been like that. And she went to the doctor, I guess a respiratory type deal. Joe Shore was in here the other day. He's a respiratory therapist. He'd probably know all about this. But she went in, had to do the breathing test and all that stuff. And they told her, I called her yesterday because I talk to my mom every day, and I said, Mom, have you got the results? She goes, yeah, I just got them. And I was like, oh, no. Because of the way she said, yeah, I just got them. And it worried me. And she goes, oh, everything's okay. I said, well, don't do that to me, Mom. Golly.
Damn it, Mama.
Yeah, don't do that. Because I'm going to tell you, man, I'm a mama. My mom and I are we're like this. I mean, I love my mama, man. That's my favorite, outside of my wife and my children, that's my favorite person. And anyway, she goes, well, they told me I have some sort of, it's not rare, but it's a breathing disease. And I forget what she calls it. But when you breathe in, the little tubes that go into your lungs, I don't know any of this stuff, right? But they're
don't look at me. I failed biology 3 times.
Yeah. Well, whatever it is, when you breathe in, there's little bronchial tubes or whatever, and hers are open like they're supposed to be. But whenever she breathes out, they don't open back up properly.
Oh.
And so she doesn't expel all of the air out of her lungs, and that's why she gets short-winded. And
She just needs to sing louder at church.
yeah, see, that's it. But they said it's nothing, like, you don't need medicine. It affects people, but it's not life-threatening or anything. It's just something you got to live with. And they said just take an inhaler, and she does that at night or whatever. But she's going to be okay, and I'm thankful for that. I don't even remember why the heck I was talking about this. What were we talking about?
Yeah, we're going down a rabbit trail. Well, it's like when my mom had that back
Gosh,
surgery.
I hate when this happens.
She got to where she could walk again, and
Oh, I know what it
I
was.
would try to call her, and she wouldn't answer the phone. So I'd be like freaking out, seeing if one of the kids could run over there and check on her, or I'd leave work and go check on her. Yeah, she'd be fine. I'd be like, Mom, I've been trying to call. Oh, I guess I left my phone in the other room. Don't do that.
I remember what it was because we were talking about medical. Boy, that's the biggest. If you want to make some money, just get in the medical. I'm just going to be honest with you, because here's the deal. They said she's fine, right?
Yeah.
So why do they need to schedule another follow-up in 6 months? Because that is annuity income. That is money that they can continue. And you know what they're going to tell her after 6 months? We'll come back and see us again in 6 months. And that's it's just a constant money train.
I got you. When I did this,
Yes, it's a drug. That's right.
when I did this, I knew that I'd messed something up. I had somebody in the office who used to be a paramedic look at it. He said, go to the hospital. I went to the hospital. They did x-rays. They told me what they believed it was and referred me to see Dr. Spa. Yes, see the specialist. So I called, I got the referral from the hospital. I called the specialist. Well, yes, sir, that's great, but you'll have to go see your primary care physician first. This is the same guy that gives you moxicillin for everything. Stump toe, brain tumor,
Was your first thought, here we go.
Here we go. And I know exactly what this is. So now I got to make an appointment with this dude so he can look at it and refer me to the specialist. It's a money grab.
Oh, it is.
Because what did he do for me? Nothing. Delayed it.
I got to be careful because I know a lot of doctors. We got doctors in the family. I mean, both sides of our family. Okay, but none of those doctors are hurting financially, and they'll say, "Oh, we're in a bunch of debt." Well, you pay the debt off in a year. Honestly,
They're in a lot of debt because of that new Mercedes Benz and relining the
one of
swimming
them was
pool,
one of them was bragging to me that Biden gave a colleague of his $300,000 off of it, and I'm like, you're already making $300,000 a year. Why do you need the $300,000 to pay off your student debt? Like, I'm not trying to get negative. Kyle's over it. Kyle, don't worry, we're going to keep it up. But I'm just saying,
Nobody paid off my student debt.
people want to blame. Look, here's the deal. People want to blame the government for our medical, and I won't go down this rabbit hole, but that Obamacare mess ruined healthcare for me. I understand it helped some people, but it ruined it for me because my premium was only $300 a month. I had $90,000 worth of surgeries about 10 years ago. $90,000 in surgeries. It was a bunch of stuff they had to do. That's why I messed up now, but they didn't fix it.
They left something in there.
Yeah, they left a screw in there somewhere.
Heard the bolt rattling around.
But you know what I paid out of pocket for all of that? $500. Fast forward, I lose after the Affordable Care Act, which was not affordable. After that, I lose my health benefits. My premium shot up to $1,500 a month. I could no longer afford it. And then once I did find a plan, and that's the thing. If you're in this middle, I don't know what middle class is in America because middle class ain't making $40,000 to $80,000 a year. No, that's not middle class. I think when politicians say middle class, they have a whole different idea of like $250,000 is middle class to them. Because
I want to be there.
Yeah, if you're in the middle class bubble making $40,000 to $80,000 a year, guess what? You don't get any good benefits from the marketplace. You're still getting hosed whenever. And I don't get it. It's like if you want to do less, you'll get more. I don't understand that. You follow you picking up what I'm putting down?
Oh, I smell it.
Like, yeah, you smelling what I'm stepping in, brother?
Yeah.
And it's so true that I just don't understand. There's got to be a complete overhaul. But I get so frustrated with the medical world now. People, we got to blame the government. No, blame doing the work because they charge outrageous prices for simple things. Simple things that and then the argument's going to be, well, we got to pay this and we got to pay this well, then you start talking to those people and tell them to lower their prices, because what people are getting charged, those costs get passed down to us. And I don't know what the answer is, and it's why I'll never be a politician or any of that kind of stuff, because I don't understand how it all works. I know there's this whole economic thing that goes into play, but there's somebody at the top that's causing these prices to be so high for everybody else, and it's ridiculous. And if we could just get back to the point to where, I mean, do we really have to have a $50 Tylenol pill if we go to get, if we get sick and have to go to an ER somewhere? And I'm not even talking about I'm talking about like these standoff emergency rooms. Everybody always says, oh, those are great to go to. Man, I got hosed at one of them. I've got one up in Fargo that's still trying to charge me. And I said, my insurance company paid you guys $2,100 for a doctor visit and for a sleep consult for 15 minutes, and you still want me to pay another $2,000? They billed the insurance company almost $4,000 for that. Anyways, that's my rant, Kyle. I know I'm going to bring it back up, but I know that there's somebody else out there that feels what I'm feeling. I talk to my mother about this weekly, about how medical things in America are such a scam and a fraud. And when I was a kid, it was never, hey, come back in a week, come back in 6 months. It was like, you're good?
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay.
We'll see you next time. Now it's, oh, Billy's over here. He's got that shoulder injury. Oh, man, I need that new Range Rover.
Yeah.
Let's get him in.
Oh, he's got the Blue Cross Blue Shield. Yeah, put him on the revolving.
Hey, Billy, we noticed there one of your discs kind of looked a little slipped there. Let's go ahead and get in there and get the rest of that one.
Well, you notice they always smiling when they come in the room.
My buddy.
Got one.
Yeah, they turn around like, got him.
They're all out in the hallway high-fiving. Yeah.
Now, I will say
He
this.
says his toes hurting. Hell yeah. Get him a splint.
I will say this real quick. There is a man here in this town that is working his tail off, and he is an excellent doctor, and I've got so much respect for him, and it's Dr. Trey Young. He is a wonderful man. He has helped us and our family, and when I go in over there to Genesis, I don't walk out with half of my arm off or my leg. They have been really good. The one worry that I have that I told Trey is I said, you are so good at this that you're going to get so busy that you ain't going to continue to be able to be as good as you are, because I've seen it happen before. I had a doctor in Georgetown, Dr. Chow Wynn. Dr. Chow Wynn. Love Dr. Wynn. Great man. I'd go in to see him. He didn't even take health insurance. He's like, just pay me. I went in to get he did some blood work one time, and I said, well, Dr. Wynn, that's going to be expensive. I don't have insurance. He goes, no, it's not. I said, why? He goes, because they only charge me $10 to do it. He said, the insurance companies will bill these places $500-$600. That's why I don't take insurance. He goes, you know what? I don't want to make money off of the blood test, so just reimburse me for the $10 that they're going to charge me. That dude was awesome, man.
That's when you hand him a $100 bill and say, let me know when I'm out of credit.
This guy was so awesome and he's still in business. He's hired PAs, so his model has worked successfully, and he's still going. But I don't know if I still have the scar for this. See that right there? Kind of weird looking. It's a little bit of a scar. I'm an idiot. I was drilling a box one day, and I had it all carpeted on the inside. It was like a box that I was making, but the inside of it was carpeted. It was really nice. It was for some
bucks.
Yeah, it was kind of like that, but it was for like a mixer and stuff. I was designing this box. Well, I'd already glued the carpet on the inside of it, and I had to drill through the top of it to run wires. And I said, I don't want all those shavings to go down into the box. You know where I'm going with this.
Yep.
Had a Ring camera on the front door, too. And I wish I would have saved the video. But I'm sitting there, and I'm an idiot. I didn't think it was going to. I had one of those, what do you call them, paddle bit? That's what is that what they're called? And I thought, okay. And those.
When it broke through.
When it broke through, brother, it broke through. And all of a sudden, I see a little bone right here, and a little bit of this is kind of a little bit of a flap. And all I remember.
That's what that is from a drill bit.
Oh, see, we've all been there.
No, we all have.
So here's the deal. Not only did I not catch those shavings, but it also got some blood in the box, so it backfired on me. Well, that sucker, and it was just a little bit of a hit, and it took that off. And luckily, I was the surgeon. I had to go to the ER. He said, "Dude, you're lucky." I said, "Why?" He goes, "Because that could have went through and hit that tendon right there, and you would have lost the movement of that finger because it went through right here." Well, anyways, I posted on Facebook. I said, "Hey, I'm at the ER or whatever," and they were taking good care of me. I gave them a shout out. Guess who called me? Dr. Wynn. He called me. He said, "What are you doing at the ER?" I said, "Well, man, my finger's all jacked." He goes, "Why didn't you call me?" I said, "Dr. Wynn, it's 11 o'clock at night." He goes, "I would have came to your house and just stitched that up for you." That's how awesome this guy was. You know what I'm saying, man?
I'm going to need his number.
Yeah, I need his number too. You think if I just start driving towards Georgetown, he'll meet me halfway? Or
Oh, man. Yeah. So, anyways, so keep it rolling, and we'll all have a good time. So, well, let's take one final break. We'll wrap it up when we come back, Billy. I wanted to highlight a couple of events happening this weekend for the kids, for the family, and maybe you want to get out and enjoy little fall festivals, Billy. Maybe
you
not.
want me to highlight the funerals I'm having this weekend?
Oh,
too?
yeah, well, let's get back. We were talking yesterday.
Anyone's looking for me.
You know, back in the day on the radio, Rockdale was one of the last places that did this. And I think it's great.
Oh, they read the obituaries.
They would read the obituaries. And I think we need to get back to some of that. I mean, it was neat.
I.G. Liggins does it.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a good man. And then they would have, I was telling someone yesterday out of Taylor, Texas, my grandmother would listen to this. That's why I think I fell in love with radio, because being at my grandma's on Sunday morning, she would listen to the station out of Taylor, Texas. Very distinct voice, like a Cooter Roberson type voice. And this guy would come on and he goes, "And here's the hospital report from Maxwell Smith is in for another round of, whatever it was. Jill Robbins has a flu. She'll get out next week." And I was like, why did they? And I remember that. The hospital report.
It's a
back
for
in the
real
day.
deal, man.
Yeah, it was. Man.
I like the swap shops they do on the radio.
See, we've
where
talked
like
about
people
doing
call
that here.
in. I got a $2 off a 82 Chevy pickup. I'll take $50. and then the disc jockey guy will be like, "That's Jim Smith. He's got a $2 off an 82 Chevy pickup. He'll take $50 at 903." He gives the phone number.
We need to do that here on the morning show.
In New Mexico, there's a guy that broadcasts from his basement. It's got to be his basement. And me and Nicholas Hendricks, we were coming back from New Mexico on a scout trip, and we had the time of our life listening to this guy. He's like on a reservation or something. And he just keeps saying, "Oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. That's the best song." He requested the best song. "Oh, my God, that's the best song. Oh, my God." So me and Nick the whole way back, "Oh, my God, oh, my God." Everything was, "Oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God." Whatever. Miss Sally's cat got run over. "Oh, my God, oh, my God. We're going to take another request. Oh, my God." And it wasn't like Christian music.
Where was this?
New
at?
Mexico. It was Sacramento, New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Which, find that if you want to. That's was it Sacramento? No. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Sacramento, New Mexico. Oh my God. Oh, that's great. Well,
My God.
Let's take a quick break. We'll wrap it up when we come back. A lot of y'all are commenting in. Thanks for those comments, and continue having those discussions on the side. It's always a lot of fun. And one of our people that just, you know what, she gave up on us, Billy. Michelle Cardenas joining us. She just gave up on us. I invited her over here several times.
Yeah, she was in my office here a couple of weeks ago.
Was she really?
Yeah. Do you think she came in here and said hi to me? No.
No,
she was too distracted by somebody else.
Yeah, and did she get her pre-planning done while she was there?
She didn't scan that coin.
Yeah, way to go. Didn't scan the coin. Michelle, we love you. We'll step aside. We'll wrap it up when we come back. As always, we're here with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. It's our family serving yours since 2002, online at shmfh.com. Stay with us. We'll wrap it up in a minute.
Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at Oak Ridge Disciple Recovery, real hope. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
This harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Jason Bay, the pastor at First Baptist Church, Huntsville, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit Radio.
right, back at it as we continue on
We'll
this
send
morning.
them some merch.
We're going to have a special shout-out real quick. Hey, I wanted to, real quick, as we come back here, we want to welcome you back in. Big thank you to HMH, Huntsville Memorial Hospital. They sponsor our streaming, by the way, which covers all of our platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Spirit Radio FM, and I appreciate them. I know I was talking about medical stuff earlier, but you heard me mention other ERs. Quick, my daughter had to go to the ER a couple of weeks ago. I got, you get that call as a parent, like you were watching James a while ago.
Was that your first ER visit with your kid?
Yes.
Oh, that's a fun one.
But I wasn't there, Billy. I wasn't there.
No.
But I wanted to say that they did an excellent job taking care of Braylon. My wife, in fact, she was there. She had to take care. I was all the way in, boy, my brain is so bad. Gosh, it's one of the top football, and I can't even remember. Newton. I was in Newton, Texas. That's almost 3 hours away.
That's hard to forget.
So I was in Newton. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my brain, Billy. I was in Newton, and we have kind of a deal.
Big Newtons?
Yeah. There ain't no – hey, the fig is we need to figure out how to beat those guys because they are really good. They've won 5 state championships. But this is what I felt bad at halftime. I mean, we were down like 50-0. It was not – and we know that team's going to do – that's just how they are. But I get that call from Bridget right in the middle of the broadcast, and I decline it. But then I immediately get the other one. Now, that's a sign. If you decline and you get another one right away, you better get ready. And so I knew that there was something going on. And she said, hey, Braylon had an accident. It's pretty bad. And I'm worried sick. This is right before halftime. She goes, I'm taking her to the ER. She sent me a picture. Did I ever show you that picture she sent me? Poor little thing, man. And as a dad, my heart sank. I was like, oh, no. Because you always hear about, as a parent, my child had to go through this and go through that. And I, as a parent, you never have to go through that, right? Well, we had to go through it. Braylon was on the top of a hill on her little bike, and she had a terrible bicycle accident. I'm not exaggerating this, and rolled down that hill, like rolled down it. And that poor little thing had just got, she just got banged up terribly. Woo! And look at that, and that was a day after.
Gone.
Yeah, poor little thing.
That bicycle beat her up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she got that was right after it happened.
Oh yeah.
And man, that breaks my heart.
Well, she's holding it together better than I would.
Yeah, but praise God. She healed quickly. Mm-hmm. Bridget had to rush her to the ER. Thankfully, there was a neighbor that saw it happen. Grabbed her and Bridget, got them back to the house, and Cauthen. Okay, and so here's my poor wife having to corral the boy. Screaming little girl. They go to HMH, and Bridget said everybody was waiting. There was people in there, and they could see that my wife was having a hard time. They went and helped her with Cauthen. Even bought him some stuff out of the snack machine to calm him down. And
is that what it takes?
Yeah, and they did a great job. And so, I was talking about medical early, but I want to be very clear that HMH took excellent care of our family in that ER. And I'll be honest, I was nervous because I was like, here we go with the medical stuff, right? I got the bill the other day after insurance. You'd think $1,000, right? That's the going rate now. It wasn't even $200. And I was so thankful for that. And so I will say that we do have a high-quality healthcare system here in Huntsville. I've had Patrick on the show and talked about his work. He's a veteran, by the way, 30-plus years serving in the Army Reserves. And they took excellent care of my daughter. So now I have like a testimony that I can share to say thank you to the folks there. And had Joe Shore on yesterday. He's a respiratory therapist there, but he's also with the Walker County Amateur Radio Group. And so I just wanted to give those folks a shout out.
Did they want to join our CB club?
I didn't bring it up to them, buddy. I wasn't ready yet. So, but I do want to thank HMH for they help us too to get the word out about the good here in Huntsville. They've been with us a long time. Even before all the things that are trying to grow more, and I appreciate them very much. They will take care of you as they took care of my family. I want to switch gears real quick.
Don't forget the special shout out.
That's where I'm going with this, brother. I got a message a while ago.
Was it a teletype?
I hope that this is true, Billy.
Teletype.
Billy, I hope that this is legitimate because it's going to break my heart if it isn't. I got an email a while ago.
If you're getting money from a prince in Nigeria?
Yeah. Billy, you read this. Don't just read her first name and then read what she wrote.
Fiona Farrell. Message. Hi, everyone. I heard you say that you have listeners in Ireland. Just wanted to reach out and let you know it's me. I'm in.
I hope that this is
Sent
true.
from Spirit Radio contact form.
I hope true, because how many times have I mentioned that there's always somebody that listens from Ireland?
How hard up you got to be to listen to me? You know,
I thought it was just
I'd call you on the phone and give me your number.
I thought it was one of those VPN proxies, for a while. I was like, there's got to be somebody. But somehow this Fiona found us. Fiona, email us again and let us know how you found us, because our system, it doesn't show, right exactly where you live. Don't worry, we're not pinpointing your address, but it does show the countries from where people listen. And there's always somebody from Ireland. Well, she has taken the time to email us and let us know that that is her. And so we would love.
That is neat.
Isn't that cool?
That is neat.
So
yes.
so come visit us here in East Texas in Huntsville.
Yeah.
We'll introduce you to Smiley's Burgers.
Short tops.
Have you had a Smiley's Burger?
I have had a Smiley.
Oh.
Well, I've had a Jack's Burger, which is part of the Smiley chain.
Brother, I'm going to tell you, that Smiley's Burger.
Hey, we could go from Dublin, Ireland to Dublin, Texas.
We could.
Yeah.
We could, yeah. Oh, we could. Isn't that
Get a Dr. Pepper, yeah.
Dr. Pepper, yeah. So, Fiona, thank you for that. And let us know how you found us and why you enjoy listening. Or maybe you don't enjoy. Maybe you just have nothing. Maybe it's the only thing you can get.
Maybe she rages against I can't believe they Like you ever watch something that you shouldn't, you're just mad at it,
Yeah.
Like that commercial with the guy, you know what I'm talking about? It worked. Or what does he say?
The
train conductor guy.
Oh yeah. It's gone.
It's gone.
No, I don't rage. I love that guy. I want to meet that guy and get him on the show.
You don't understand. It's gone.
No, you don't understand. It's gone. That's kind of like that DQ commercial.
What do you mean I don't understand? You just told me it's gone. I get it. It's gone. You don't feel it.
It's a horrible script they wrote. And the poor guy's crying, though. You can tell he's teared up. I mean, he's real passionate about
the
that.
people that he works with at Union Pacific are making fun of him.
Have you seen the...
You don't understand.
Yeah, I do. It's gone.
We got to put those tracks down. But, Bob, you don't understand.
That train's gone.
It's gone.
Oh, man. This is good stuff, Billy.
What if he doesn't actually work for them?
It's probably just an actor.
He's got that hat on.
If y'all don't know what we're talking about, messages, we'll send you we found the YouTube commercial. It's for that balance of nature stuff, which I look.
Hey, maybe I need some of that for my shoulder right now. Might be picking on the wrong people.
You can tell Jacqueline, you remember how my shoulder hurt? Yeah. Well, the pain, you don't understand.
It's gone.
It's gone. Thanks to balance of nature.
Kyle, if you want to look that up while you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, Kyle's our volunteer research department over here for the show.
See what it says for rotator cuffs.
Oh, man. It's just some sort of supplement. Well, hey.
It's emu oil.
Emu oil.
How do you get oil out of emus?
You know what my vet used to say? Everything, he said, well, just put a little baby oil on it. In Georgetown, it was our vet.
Vaseline fixes everything.
My dad did furniture upholstery for him. He's got the commercial right there.
3 weeks.
Hold on, let me turn up my mic.
The pain is gone. And she said, I'm glad it helped. I said, no, you understand. It's gone.
And how long did he take it?
No, 3 weeks.
Well, I don't have 3 weeks.
You got to figure out if it works in the next week.
Do I need to eat some, snort some, and rub some in?
Oh, man. Hey, a couple of quick things. There was a mobile food truck. This is such a great ministry for our community, the Junior Service League of Huntsville. They do great work. I did want to remind you, though, that the mobile food truck for this weekend is canceled. Rain's supposed to move in later today, and we could
ain't
have
had rain in so long. Everyone's scared of it now.
Well, the National Weather Service has said we could have some severe weather as early as tomorrow morning, too, before the sun comes up. So please stay alert as you go to sleep tonight and just be alert. But the food truck, the food pantry that comes in once a month, they will not be coming tomorrow. They usually do that at Old Gibbs Elementary. That won't happen because of the rain. There is also a Family Fall Festival coming up. Those get started this weekend all over the place. Huntsville Library is having one. That'll take place on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also, our good friend Tara Burnett at the Harts Veterans Museum, she submitted an event. We put it up on our website. You can go to the library on Saturday, and that's going to be indoors if it rains, which it's going to rain. And then the Harts Veterans Museum is having another fall festival as well that evening. So go, and this is where you get your Halloween candy to give away. Go to these fall festivals early, and then on the 31st, you don't have to spend $30 a stinking bag for candy.
Oh, man, I went to Sam's Club.
Good
we were down
night.
there the other day, and I needed a bag of candy for Scary on the Prairie.
Is that what that's
Isn't
called?
it Scary on the Prairie?
Where is that at?
It's at the Crest Prairie Volunteer Fire Department.
Scary at the Prairie.
And they're like, bring a bag of candy. I'm like, I'll grab a bag of candy. How much can a bag of candy be, right?
Get ready.
I found the cheapest I could find. It was $17 plus tax.
And it was like the cheap off-brand candy. too.
Twizzlers.
Just Twizzles.
I am
It's
the
Twizzle.
dad. Yeah, it was
Twizzles instead of
N&N
Twizzlers.
and Scattles.
N&M.
You're getting Scattles this year.
Have you ever had any of that knockoff candy you buy it on
I
Amazon?
grew up on that stuff.
Oh, yeah. I think some of that.
Y'all were eating Mars. We were eating NARS.
I think some of that stuff is. Yeah, you got to be careful. A couple of other things happening too coming up here. Trivia night. This is a big one. We had our good Kelly. Do you know Kelly Cruz? If you haven't met Kelly, I need to introduce you. You know Mac Woodward, of course.
Yeah.
Kelly and Mac. Kelly's on the board with Rita B. Huff. She is one of the just joyful ladies that you'll ever meet. She came on to the show, her and Mac and another representative from Rita B. Huff on the board. They're having a trivia night on Saturday night at 6 p.m. They still have a few tables remaining, a few tickets remaining. Going to be a really neat event coming out, so be a part of that if you can. City of Huntsville. I've never did these before. Michelle had actually sent us this. Michelle is an intern for the city now, by the way. And she had sent us an event that at Trails, those tickets are on sale now. That's going to take place also on October the 25th. There's a lot going on this Saturday, man. So there you go. Billy's kind of like, when I said she's not helping us, Billy got sad. You don't understand. She's gone.
She's gone. She's my favorite intern that we ever had.
Oh, man, she was great. We love you, Michelle. A lot more coming. Check out our website, hellohuntsvilletx.com, and click on events. Better yet, get the app. It's so easy to find everything that's going on. Well, again, thank you to our friend Fiona in Ireland. We're looking forward to that other email, too, to let us know how you found out about us. I'm excited to find that out.
Yeah, like why? How'd you find out about us, and why would you hang out with us?
I have no idea where that.
And
that's
you want
why-
us to mail her a T-shirt or something?
And you
I'll
know-
send you a T-shirt.
It ties into one really cool thing before we go, Billy, is that we had our fundraiser night for Spirit Radio a couple of weeks ago, or last week, had a really good turnout, and we've secured enough to at least get the thing rolling now, which is great. And I always said this 5 years ago when I had the idea. The Bible tells us, God tells us, and you can read it throughout Matthew. It's in Mark. In fact, our verse comes from Mark. I think it's 16:15. It talks about the Great Commission. And the Bible says, go and make disciples of all nations. And so that's how I formed Spirit Radio. I don't know if you ever knew the full story, but that's why I started it, is I wanted to reach people for the Lord. And it started in Central Texas, and that was always the base, that we'll do something kind of local. And so you fast forward, and I talked about the journey of how it got to Huntsville. But I've always said this, that we have a local mission with a worldwide vision. And having somebody like Fiona from Ireland is confirmation that we're doing what I think that we need to be doing, is reaching people globally. And I know we cut up and have fun on this show, but there's a lot of seriousness to what we do. There really is. And that's the serious thing, is we want people to know that they can enter into a relationship with the Lord, with Jesus Christ. It doesn't mean things are going to get easy. It's probably going to get a little bit harder. I'm honest with people. I'll tell you, it's going to get harder. It ain't going to get easier. It's going to get a little bit harder. But you're going to learn that through faith and through that relationship that you can overcome. And I know we talk about it here at First. I always love talking about what y'all do at Christ the King Methodist. Reverend Jeff Powers. We got to get Reverend Powers on this show on Friday and have, well, it can't be an hour. I guess it could be. It could be the hour of power.
We'll let him have 15 minutes of fame.
We need
Quarter hour of power.
Yeah, the quarter. There you go. I was thinking of how could we call. Welcome in, a quarter hour of power. Yeah, Kyle said that was his Christian heavy metal song, The Hour of Power. He wants to do his own heavy metal, Christian Did you know that there's screamo Christian music
Only
now?
if he like does a remake of the Final Countdown, because I can hear that in my head right now.
Dun-dun-dun-dun, the final countdown. Dun-dun-dun-dun. There's something called Christian metal. I don't know how I feel about that yet. Yes. So, well, Billy, that'll wrap it up. Any final comment? Thanks for hanging out, man. This is a good Friday. I needed a little refresh. It's been a long week, so thank you, brother, for hanging out and telling some good stories. I always enjoy our Fridays. It's a good way to kind of wrap up the week, at least for the listeners. For us, the week's just getting started, man.
Y'all go enjoy your day. I'll be worried about what's wrong with that doggone pickup truck all day.
All right. The GoFundMe will be set up later. Don't worry about it, Billy, because you know that warranty company, when you call them, well, we don't warranty that. You know how those are.
I'm going to dial that number and get that boo, boo, boo. And the number you dialed is no longer in service.
No, you're going to call it. You're going to get that, and then there's going to be a voice going, you got scammed. Good day.
Yeah, got him.
You don't understand. That warranty's gone.
Damn y'all. God, don't do this to me.
Hey,
he graduates on the 21st. We just got to make it through.
just don't throw a wrench on that graduation, man.
Oh, Lord. Well, if he can't make it to school, he can't graduate.
Are you talking about the November already?
Yeah,
Wow.
Homeboy's been over there working, putting in the work.
I feel like he just got
And
out
you know
of
how
high
many
school.
times he's been late to school?
Zero. I feel like he
His
just
grandmother
got out.
threatened him with his life, I believe.
Fly swatter
Yeah.
and a baseball bat.
I'll get you.
Well, hey,
She's a Southern granny.
that's a good one. Well, that'll wrap it up. Again, go by, see our good friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. I know that people don't want to talk about going to the funeral home, but go and get your pre-planning done. Better yet, do it online. Do that online. Print out a copy of it. Show them that you've got it. Head over to the funeral home. Claim that XP. And let's continue to promote and celebrate the good. Appreciate Greg Smith, the whole staff over there, Jason, all of y'all, Billy. Billy, you being here, it's a lot of fun. And we're looking forward to a great weekend. So get out, make a difference. Thanks to Kyle for coming and hanging out, too.
In studio research department.
We need that. We're going to build him his own little desk back. In fact, I have his chair. You know, he gave me a gaming chair, and I take naps in that thing all the time up here at the church. It's like a barber chair. You lean back, the seat kicks out. It's great, man.
You know, speaking of that, when I shared an office with the other directors,
I remember that.
I could nap in that place. Like, I sit in that chair and I got my own office now with doors and windows, and for the life of me,
No napping.
no napping. I still get them feet up on the desk sometimes, though.
Well, that's it.
Hey, when you've been at that place for 40 hours straight, yeah, sometimes you got to.
Kick back. Can't have a few, but you can kick back.
Take a little siesta.
You can sleep a few.
Hey, I got some of those cans water, the flavored water. That's where it's at right there.
There you go. Well, we'll be back at it Monday. Busy week lined up, so make sure you tune in as we'll continue to promote and celebrate the good here in our community. For Billy Cauthen, I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you this morning that we really aren't strong enough alone to make it on our own. We do need each other, so please get out there, make a difference today. I promise somebody needs you. We'll see you back Monday. Until then, sting 'em Hornets. I don't know who they're playing, but go get them.
We're going to get them.
Get that dub. They had a good one last week, and we'll see you back at it on Monday. So long. See you, Billy.
See ya.